Happy full moon in Leo. It just turned 12 o'clock, so, or not just, but it's 12 o'clock. It's officially full moon in Leo. And yeah. How is everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing well. Felt like coming on here and pulling some energies for this amazing full moon in Leo. So I don't do this much, but I have a white candle here to represent the full moon, to represent clarity, protection. I'm trying to think of other stuff, but it's all good things. Almost like a clean slate. But you know, white candle could mean whatever it is to you, so you can apply it to whatever when you see this candle. Hopefully it doesn't fall. I got some sage that I want to burn just to purify the air, purify or clean the energies. Like I said, this is all like sort of like a clean slate kind of deal, so let's just do that. Trying to create a bonfire. So with this candle that I'm burning, I want everybody to just clear their mind real quick. Just clear your mind, clear everything that's just building up, that has been building up inside, mentally, physically, emotionally, and just release it with this smoke, this sage. Just like let it just float away like this smoke, and look at the candle and just clear your mind. Empty, I should say. Try to empty your mind, and don't forget to breathe. So I'm just gonna take a minute and just stay with this candle and this sage that's burning, and just kind of be here with myself, and for the people that are watching, to just be here with yourself. Because there's nothing really needing your attention right now besides you. Bringing yourself back to you. Bringing yourself back to your own awareness and where you are in life right now. How you are feeling, don't give it much of a thought. Whatever the feeling is, just let it be without judgment. Let it be there, let it sit there. Let it sit next to you like a person or a pet. Hold its hand. Have it breathe with you. The feeling. Have it breathe with you. And every exhale, feel it dissolving, dissipating, melting away, melting away through your fingers and out like the smoke, evaporating into thin air. Don't forget to breathe. It doesn't have to be an intense breath work. Just be aware of your breath, however it's flowing at the moment. You can take a conscious breath now, or you can just continue breathing in whatever form you're breathing in right now. And just sit here without feeling, without thought. Maybe listen to the music that's playing in the background. I don't know if you can hear it, but if you can, listen to that. Be aware of what you're feeling when it comes to touch, like where your hands are resting. What are they touching? What do you smell? I smell the sage. And I kind of feel the candle on my chin. The heat. What's the temperature like around you? Is it cold? Is it warm? Do you have your door open? Fresh air blowing? The scents. Pay attention to all of your senses. If you have your eyes open, what are you looking at? If you have them closed, I guess you have them closed. Let's just be here. Let's just be here. Just a few more minutes of complete nothing. I kind of want to melt into the ground, but there's a lot going on around me right now. I don't have any room to lay down. This wasn't supposed to be a meditation, but take it any way you like. We're just pausing right now. That's what I know, we're pausing. Collecting ourselves from the nothingness. Bringing our awareness back to why you're watching this video. Even if you're not meditating, just slowly come back to your reasonings. Because it's time. It is time to do that. I'm gonna just put that right over here. Because the stage pretty much is done. Oh wait, I want to put that right there. Okay, dokie. Hope you like that. That was kind of random. I really wasn't planning on doing anything like that. That's where, yeah. I kind of needed it, honestly. So hopefully you needed it too. I just needed to just stop. Stop everything. Stop putting my stuff in the way that I like to start my tarot reading. Just kind of like stop. And the candle, I really wanted to burn a candle just to take my attention somewhere. Because I feel like the candle is such a soothing element. Like something about the fire, and mainly the fire, there's like a light that's just there and it's flickering, so it's almost like a subtle distraction. It just so happened I had some spell work candles, so I decided to burn that because I don't have any other candles right now. But it works because it's a full moon and it's white and all that jazz when it comes to white candles and full moons. It's just working out that way. Okay, welcome to my reading. My name is Christine. If you made it through that little piece of whatever it was, welcome. Welcome to the other side. I'm about to do a energy pool. So let's get started. I hope everybody's having a beautiful evening or / early morning because it's like 12:14 a.m. right now. It's the morning of the full moon in already got one card. Full moon in Leo, so that's cool. I love full moon in Leo. They're always about like, I associate it with burning stuff. Okay, he wants this. I'm not looking down because I don't want to see what's down there yet, but I feel it coming together. But yeah, full moons in Leo, it's such a powerful time, even leading up to it. It's like, if you think about Leo's about self. Ego sometimes. That's funny, I said ego when this one came out. That's number 4, so curious. It's about ego and self, and I think that's enough. 5 cards. Let's do one more. I want to do 6. That was this one. Okay. And then I'm gonna put that over here because I don't want to see. It's funny that I'm like, I don't want to look down. I don't want to look down. It's like, ooh, do I have space? What's going on down here? Let me lower this music down a little bit. I feel like I'm talking over it. Okay, so to me, full moon in Leo is a very powerful time for self-expression and like putting your best foot out there when it comes to just creating stuff, projects, stuff, just creating stuff. To me, it's an artistic expression. So when the full moon, when Leo comes around, whether it's a full moon or not, you will notice this sense of just like you wanting to express your rawest you, and you have the momentum and energy to do it. But when full moon comes around in Leo, it's like times 10, to the point where your ego might actually get in the way because the energy is so strong that your pride or your ego might get in the way, and you might struggle with that. And I'm saying that because before I started, I looked up, because in my Moonology deck, I looked up what the full moon in Leo meant, and I'm just gonna read like the bottom part of it, because it was I wasn't planning on speaking it or anything like that, but look at that, it's right here. Anyway, so the full moon in Leo card said the teachings for the full moon in Leo card is when the full moon comes into in Leo, it can be a wonderfully bright time where people feel more confident to show the world their talents and assets. That's the upside of this lunation and of this card, no matter when you pull it. However, take note that the Leo full moon combination creates a sort of tension between your needs and the needs of people in your network. Leo full moon is a time to release pride. And it could be a little challenging for some people, especially if you have Leo in your first house, which is about self. And Leo in your first house, Leo as your star, Leo as your rising, like anywhere Leo is in your chart is where I think this full moon's really gonna kick it up a notch when it comes to what it said, your needs and the needs of others. It's gonna be a whole lot of your needs, but not always in a negative way. So that's my little spew on the Leo full moon. My neck is killing me again. Okay, so let's start here. Let's turn around here. I said the fourth card, when I said ego, the fourth card kind of jumped out. And guess what it is? It's Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords. I'm using my vice versa deck, so I don't really know what that side is, but you know what I've noticed about, because I'm still learning, I'm still learning my decks. What I've learned about the vice versa is that both sides actually kind of mean the same thing. It's just like a different perspective on the same meaning, if that makes sense. So what I know about the Seven of Swords is that it's a thief in the night. It's running away with what you have, everything you can carry. But the placement I'm noticing is in between the Hermit and the Eight of Wands. So it's like after a whole lot of self-reflection. Well, you know what? Let me start in the beginning, because now I just noticed what's in front of the Hermit and then what's in front of that, and I'm just like, oh, well, let me look at it all together. Now, the overall energy is the Two of Pentacles, which is my dancer who is really making things happen. Very much so creating stuff. It's juggling. It's juggling, but doing it well. Doing it and doing it and doing it well. Yeah, something like that. You got a lot of balls up in the air. and you're dancing through it. So it's like it's not really phasing you, but just be careful. You can like miss a step and fall. That's the only cautionary thing. But that's the overall energy. It's momentum and creation. So, what are you creating? It's a good time too. I mean, full moon in Leo, it's all about self-expression and creative endeavors. So, manifesting, creating, Two of Pentacles. And it's in like Pentacles, so it's something that's solid, stable, financial, long term. So the energy's in a really good place to have whatever you want manifest, if you play your cards right and don't skip a beat. Because jugglers, I mean, you're only juggling 2 pentacles right now, but I'm sure those 2 pentacles are heavy. And it's the infinity, it's sitting in the infinity sign, so I mean, endless possibilities there. If you had 3 balls, it might be a little too much. Like, 3's a crowd? Yeah, 3 is a crowd, but sometimes not. It'll be a good balance, but it depends on what the 3rd is. If it'll benefit or hinder the company. So let's start with the first card. The first card we got is 5 of Wands. I still haven't really looked at these cards yet, so I'm going to show you what I have and then I'm going to look at them. 5 of Wands. The World. The Hermit. Got that cosmic egg there. That's another creation. 7 of Swords. 8 of Wands. And then the Knight of Swords. Okay. I got 6 cards on the... Let me see what's... No. Yeah, let me see what's at the bottom. Because I saw what's at the top, but let me see what's at the bottom. 10 of Pentacles. That's the overall energy. So like I said, this here, what you're creating right now, is some like long-term stability. It's like something that seeps into generation to generation into generation. Like you're looking past your own lifetime. You're trying to establish a foundation that will not crumble from under you, because I feel like a lot of you probably had your foundation crumble like over and over and over and over, and it's like enough is enough. You're ready to just create, put all your ducks out there, paint them up, put them out there to make something happen. But you're going about it very slow. The Pentacles are all like slow moving people. Okay, even though he's dancing, I mean, he's dancing because he's creating. But now that's the only Pentacle here. We do have 2 Wands and 2 Swords, which is fire and air. So there's a lot of passion and a lot of mind, like trying to implement an idea. So you start off with trying to create this idea, you know, trying to express your idea or your plan, not ideas, fighting for what you believe in. Okay, now this fight has come into your reality, but it's not that bad of a fight. It's actually a fight that you can learn a lot from. So it's like you can learn a lot from your past, because I'm looking at this 5 of Wands as like a past card. So like some of you could have gone through a lot of conflict to implement some sort of project or plan, or yeah, you really had to fight for what you believed in. I feel like that's gonna be very important to go back to, because that fight had a whole lot of learning lessons. I mean, lessons learned that are probably gonna affect you now than it did at the time. Don't know why, but I just feel like that is. The next card is the World card, so that I feel like you have gone to and through a new world. Well, it's the World card, and it's literally going through the gates into a new world. where you can start on a new venture, a new perspective. I mean, probably the perspective that project that you were trying to implement in your life, and that project can mean anything. I'm not talking like business project or something like that. It's like when I say project, whatever comes to your mind is what I'm talking about. Because a project could be anything. It could be your business kicking off. It could be your way of living kicking off. That's not, conducive to other people's way of living or other people's way of being, doing. You know what I mean? It's something when it comes to other people. So you guys are, you guys were trying to move at the beat of your own drum, like this dancer guy. And it kind of worked out. It led you into a new opportunity, a new world to do that. Now, you guys took a very good approach to that, stepping into a new opportunity, this is a new opportunity. And you're going about it a little different. I say that because right after that new opportunity, the new world, we have the Hermit, which is going within, going basically soul searching, going within, doing the inner work, doing the inner healing, doing a whole lot of dark night of the soul, which I don't feel like explaining what that is, but it's basically shattering your layers of ego-ness and finding meaning to everything, finding meaning to you, going back to even going back into your inner child and healing that. Like, this is some dark work, but it's all inner work, dark rooted stuff. I feel like you really want to start this new journey that you have already set into on a different foot, on a more meaningful foot. And I feel that has a lot to do with why we have this Two of Pentacles here, along with the Ten of Pentacles, which is like, the best card in the freaking deck. It's complete fulfillment in a strong, it's just like a foundation that's just goes on into, it's like achieving your life mission, that's why it depicts an older man, because it's a long time coming. Like I said, Pentacles are always dealing with long-term goals, long-term ideas, plans, everything. It's all long-term. And this is a very satisfied old man. He has everything down to the love. And this isn't cups. I say love because there's a dog there. And dogs, is man's best friend. It never, it's like the one animal that just... I'm sure there's other animals, but poster board best friend is a fucking dog. Now, that soul searching has led you to move away. I'm going to say move away. With this Thief in the Night. I feel like you cut your losses and you left with what you had. Sorry. You just carried what you could and you moved on. Okay? You moved on from something. A situation. Probably a conflict from the past. You didn't want to go back there. It's like he's moving he's moving this way, but he's looking this way. So it's like he's moving away from something in the past, which is great, because right after that we have the Eight of Wands, which is everything working out in your favor. Everything is working out in your favor. Everything that you have put out there is now coming back. Not even coming back. Everything you put out there is actually working out as you expected and more, and not as you expected. Right after that is the Knight of Swords. Now this one I kind of want to read because, yeah, I kind of need to read him. I know how he is in like the normal tarot, but the vice versa. I don't know the backside of the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords normally is a very fast-paced. I almost feel like this is a different energy. If it is your energy going along with this, I feel like no, this is not your energy. I say that because the way all of this is going, down to the Thief in the Night, looking back and moving forward, this came next, okay? He's moving into these, and these are all wands that are blooming with all of your achievements, or soon to be achievements. Everything's just working out, flowing beautifully, communicating great, happening for you. But then there's this here, moving towards this. So I am gonna say that this card is an opposing force to what you have coming in that's working out for you. This card, since it's facing the wands going this way and going this way, it feels like it's gonna clash. I might need to pull another card after this. I will pull another card after this. Knight of Swords. Because it feels like it's an opposing force. It feels like it's coming in to stop these Eight of Wands, or these achievements, or these blessings, or whatever. This flow of amazing energy. I feel like it's coming in to stop that, or to fight it, come against it. You know, it's just opposing. So let me just read it real quick, what this Knight of Swords really means from the deck, from the book. Excuse me. Okay. While the outer self seems, oh yeah, so these cards, this is the inner meaning of the Knight of Swords, and this is the outer, this is the outer, like what people see of the Knight of Swords, and this is the inner Knight of Swords. So this is what nobody sees. So this is something internal. It might not be an opposing force, or it might be. It might be your own. It could be a self-sabotage, or it could be a literal someone coming in with this kind of internal baggage. I'm making sure you can see it. All right. From this point of view, we see that the knight is actually following a flight of swallows. They lead him towards breaks in the storm clouds and a lightning of the sky. Swallows are a symbol of instinctive return to the home of the heart. They also symbolize freedom, something this knight cherishes. If he can feel a sense of freedom in matters of the heart, he will reveal more about himself. When he allows himself to admit what he wants and pursue it wholeheartedly, he won't fear to show his true face. I hope I wasn't like up here. So it is a self-sabotage card. I still feel it coming into your blessings, which are these. And I feel like it's a self-sabotage because you don't feel that you are worthy of this kind of result. Like, I don't think you see yourself living good and being happy. I don't think you can see it. Even though right now, I don't think you can see it because you are going through a lot of healing. Like, healing doesn't happen overnight. Healing doesn't just come and then you come to this realization and then your life changes like that. Unless you're that kind of a manifester, then yeah, it does. But you have to be on a level of like unwavering faith to have your life change like that. You can have that kind of faith, but life likes to throw wrenches at that idea. So it's more of like an inner strength. And you think you're doing the right work with this Hermit and this Seven of Swords. I feel you are, going down the right path. You're going at it slow, which is good. You might have been trying to do things very fast before, and it just kept taking you into roadblocks or just dead ends or a crumbling foundation because you're going too fast. You just wanted it. You didn't see how the foundation really looked. You didn't see that there was actually cracks in the walls or in the pillars that were, or they were cheaply made. These are just like metaphorical examples. But, like that card says, the swallows, what do the swallows mean again? I'm sorry, guys. It's like I'm on it. The swallows are a symbol of instinctive return to the home of the heart. And he's following his heart. In this card, he is following the swallows, which is what they were saying. And they're leading him to his heart. And this is the Knight of Swords, which is a mental state. So it's like you're trying, that card is literally your mind and your heart trying to come together. And that's great. That's something amazing to do. Because when you combine the might and the heart, which is like, we're all living in that tug of war between the heart and the mind. Like, don't be so logical, be more this. Don't be so this, be more that. But it's like to find that middle balance of just like, where your mind and your heart play together. That's, honestly, I'm trying to learn that. So I can't even put it into words. I can almost feel what that feels like, but that's part of my journey. I have a lot to work on. But that is ultimate freedom, I'm gonna say. When your heart and your mind are one. But I think things are gonna work out for you. I had said that this is a combative, opposing force because these are the blessings, but now that this card has like brought such a different light, they're now meeting. Okay? Blessings and then your work is I feel like they're gonna meet together. You will be blessed in the realms of your truest desires. And your truest desires lies in your heart. Like, what do you feel in your heart and in your mind at the same time? Whatever that is, that's it. But I think self-sabotage could be the undertow of this card. Like the other side of this card, it's like dark, and I believe it's a storm. This one, the side we got, the clouds are breaking away and there's light coming through. So a sense of clarity is happening. or is gonna happen, because we're now moving into the future, kind of what it looks like. But I can tell you this, you are in a new world already. You already, and you're doing the work. You've made a decision, and now blessings are going to come. Blessings are coming. All you got to do is just keep doing what you're doing, and you're going to be aligned to the right path. Not the path that you think you need to be on, but just the right path. That's like the perfect puzzle piece to the puzzle. That's beneficial for all involved, or all that's involved with you. And when I say all that's involved with you, I mean people, places, and things. Everything will be just... That was supposed to be spirit fingers. No, that's spirit fingers. This is spirit fingers. But everything's gonna be working out for you, man. You just have to keep it up. You have to keep doing what you're doing, and continue having faith that this is possible. This is possible. Yes, it's gonna be a slow, agonizing journey, but not once you're old you will be set. No, you can. This is just shows that it's a long time coming for this gentleman in the card. It's a long time coming for him, but he made it. I mean, look over here. This is number 2. It's a young lad dancing. This is the last card of the Pentacles, 10. And he's old and sitting, and he has his dog, and life is good. Life is great. Not even good. Life is great. He has a sturdy foundation behind him. His dog, his trusted partner, and everything above him. Let me read to you what this card's about. An elderly man sits outside in the sun with his affectionate dog companion. His cloak bears symbol for Venus and Virgo, denoting his love for his earthly vocation and his desire to be of service to the world. His face is lined with age, but most prominent are the crinkles of laughter around his eyes. As his life draws closer to its end, he is satisfied with his mortal path, its achievements, and its outcome. When you get this side in a reading, take a deep breath and release your worries. You've done well, and your rewards are coming. You've earned your peaceful place in the sun, whatever stage of life presents itself now. Take stock of the things you value, both material and emotional. Give them highest priority to keep the blessings flowing in both directions. In both directions. Oh, both directions as in material and emotional. Like I said, blessings are coming. You guys are on the right track. As of right now, watching this, full moon happening, you're on the right track. Now don't let that shit get to your head. Now's the time to get all like, ooh, I know everything. Let me express myself. Let me go be a bad bee. Calm it down. Let this full moon pass. If anything, the only thing you need to be doing in this full moon is this. Okay? Not much fun, but definitely worth it and needed. Stay within for now. Let this phase on out, so then the energy's not like up here exploding. Let it phase on out. That means in like by the end of the weekend I should say, go ahead and express yourself, so you could be on like a a manageable level. and just have fun. But yeah, like I said, take stock, you know? Be happy with where you're at right now. Be happy with what you have and where you're at and who's around and what you're doing and what you're putting out there. I'm going to pull an oracle card and then I'm going to call it a night. I'm trying to think of which one to pull. I'm going to pull a Path of the Soul Fractal Art Oracle card. All you gotta worry about is aligning yourself to be ready to receive. That's what it is. See, that's why I was saying it was like this is coming together now. This is coming to that. I thought it was stopping these blessings, but it's actually no. You're meeting the blessings. You're meeting them. You just gotta continue aligning yourself to be ready to receive these blessings and explosions and probably a sense of a drive will probably come from that. When you have just blessings pouring on you, I mean, you will feel on top of the world, and then you'll be aligned with your heart and your mind. Oh my God. I almost want to cry. It's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be beautiful. Now we just got number 9. I don't know what these cards mean, so I'm gonna read them. They're short messages. Number 9, but just look at it. Sorry I have a glare on I'm trying to turn it in a way that you don't see my laptop. It's on the computer screen, it looks like blues and yellows, but it's actually like purple and green. But let's see what this card means. Number 9. Ah, right there. Light within. That's what that's called. Light within. And when I was saying, oh, it actually looks blue in this, because on the screen it almost looks like one of those evil eyes. Like this, in a way, but not really. Okay. You are awakening to your inner light and opening to new levels of spiritual understanding and awareness. Guides and teachers are working with you to assist in this awakening. Support is coming in the human form as well. Those who are Those who are knowledgeable and experienced will be there to offer their support as needed. The many color of green in this card shows that to know our own inner light is to know our own heart. Enjoy the experience, stay connected, and the rest will happen naturally. That's so crazy. I wanted, when I was talking about this, I was like, oh, you know, these two are connected, be aligned, blah, blah, blah. I really was like feeling like this should be like right here. Hold on. That is what's happening in the middle there. The light within. Just keep aligning yourself and everything will just happen naturally. This is what this is. This is like natural blessing. Like shit is just like they're love arrows, they're messages, they're ideas, there's blessings. These are like just the greatest things to have coming, just pouring down on you. And number 8 is the number of abundance. And it's the 8 of Wands. How exciting! I want to pull a Gaia card. Yep. One last oracle. This is the longest energy pool I have done in a long time. Oh, and I just looked at the time just now, and it was 5055, as in like the timestamp. Change is in the air. Okay, let me see. Let me see what my Gaia oracle has to say. Has to say 3 things. I said 2. 3 things. Let's see here. Man, oh, 4 things. Had to say 4 things. We have embrace the feminine, heed your dreams, have courage, and seek the lesson. Now, seek the lesson. Sorry, I didn't even show you. But we have like 2 animals here. That's cool. We have courage and seek the lesson. And then we have these 2 feminine. We have like Gaia and Gaia. That's funny. Well, we have 2 females coming out of a tree. One is heed your dreams and the other one's embrace the feminine. Seek the lesson. I went right to this. Something in the past you can learn from. Some sort of conflict in the past that was constructive. I feel like you can learn from it now than at the time. So seek the lessons in your past, or even seek the lessons that you seem to be going through now. Any kind of conflict that's happening, or any kind of unsettling situations, or thought processes, or whatever. Look at all of it as, or anything negative, look at it as a lesson. Find the lesson within it. Have courage, yes. Continue to have courage. I feel like you guys have been very courageous. By doing the inner work, it takes a lot of courage. Nobody wants to see themselves. No matter how much, people project, or not people project, but people that are mirrors to you, you can actually handle that, because the people who are your mirrors are actually you, but outside of you. So that means that's not you anymore. They're now outside of you. Now going in and finding those things within yourself, now that takes a lot of courage. It takes no courage to deal with a mirror. It really doesn't. Because it's, like I said, it's outside of you. So it shouldn't affect you. Heed your dreams? Yes, always. I mean, I'm an avid dream reader. I don't really dream. I don't know how I dream, but I don't really read other people's dreams unless they want me to. Then I'll do the research and I'll give you my 2 senses on it. But I read my own dreams all the time, and I record them, voice record it, write it down. I mean, sometimes I already know when I'm like up up in there in age, my reality is going to be very like, woo, I don't know if I'm dreaming or awake. Because it feels like that now. Like sometimes I just like, am I dreaming? No, it's not that bad, but I have such heavy dreams that, and sometimes every night, that it's kind of exhausting. Because I feel like I'm living two lives. But yeah, heed your dreams, man. As much as you can, write down every little thing. Not even every little thing. Just write down like the one thing you remember the most out of your dreams. That's usually the key. The one thing that you leave out of the dream, leave with when you wake up from the dream. Write that down. So keep a dream journal, because they are messages somehow in there. Because it's your subconscious information just kind of like spewing out in these like crazy trippy ass, that they don't have to necessarily be trippy. Sometimes they'll be just like your waking life, but something's always off. That's the subconscious sipping in, because when we're awake we suppress our subconscious. It's our conscious becomes sub. And we subconsciously put stuff in our subconscious, so it filters out in our dreams. So it's good information in there. You just gotta know what you're reading into, and then embrace the feminine. I don't know how that relates to the reading, but maybe, be a little more gentler with your approach. Especially in this new moon. I mean, why do I keep saying new moon? Especially in this full moon in Leo, where the energy's like up here, and you just want to like, I feel like a very high energy Leo, I think it's masculine. I feel it because it's fire. Not saying that women can't be fire, but it's just a stronger, burning, kind of passionate, wildfire. I just feel it's a very masculine thing, because with wildfire comes destruction and stuff like that. Kali is all about destruction, but I don't know much about her to go into her, but I know she's that. But I do think of like male as being very like, so feminine energy, I should say, not female, feminine energy. It's a lot more delicate but strong at the same time. I'm gonna read her because I like the last sentence of the description. It's like, amongst all of blah, 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 the meekness, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, I'm gonna read it so you guys know what I'm talking about. Within ourselves, there are two aspects to our nature, the feminine and the masculine. Here in the present, you need to embrace the feminine aspect of your nature and let it guide your steps. Feminine is heart-based. Like, I just know it for a fact. Feminine energy is the heart. Now is the time to be nurturing, creative, and to connect with nature, home, and heart. Listen to your intuition and emotions. Be receptive and compassionate. But remember, whilst you allow your feminine self to be dominant, you need to temper your gentleness with a fire that denies all meekness. Right there. I love the last sentence of that. Ugh, I'm going to read it again. Just the last part there. Because I love it. I love it. It's like, whilst. But remember, whilst you allow your feminine self to be dominant, you need to temper your gentleness with a fire that denies all meekness. So don't let anybody run one over you because they think you weak. Because you're all feminine and shit. Being feminine is not weak. Just because society said that a man needs to be strong, which I felt victim to when I had my child. I expected her father to be a man and to step up. And, that was just my, my programming as a child growing up, and what was expected of females and what was expected from males. And I fought against that, but I didn't realize that I was feeding into that when my daughter was born. Well, things are a lot different now when it comes to my self-knowledge and what I know now, that we all are masculine and feminine. So I became the mother and the father. But yeah, I don't know where I was going with that. But embrace the feminine. Take that as you want. But that is all I have to give. Ooh, I'm gonna do one, man. Okay, it's one. Oh, yeah, okay. I'm talking to myself. But I saw 1 hour, 1 minute, and 11 seconds. And I was like, because I wanted to do a self-care card. This is the romance angel cards. So I've never really pulled this card to be like the relationship with yourself, but I'm going to do that now. And I'm looking at this thing over there and I'm just like, so yeah, I'm gonna pull a card and this is gonna be the relationship with yourself. Okay, see what comes out. They're really cards when it comes to like love and romance, but I'm like, hey, you can love and romance yourself. Isn't that self-care, self-love? And that's what is needed at the moment. Keep nurturing yourself while you're going through this construction. As you're building your foundation, be gentle with yourself. As Cindy from YouTube, her account's called Spirit Awakening to Spirit on YouTube. She's a tarot reader. She always says, and be gentle with yourself at the end. And it's true. You need to be gentle, man. We're so rough on ourselves because we have such high expectations on ourselves alone. So let's see what loving message we can give ourselves. Weird. I had a feeling this probably wasn't going to make any sense, but whatever. Religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Actually, this makes a whole lot of sense because this is a message with yourself, right? Your spiritual journey, your spiritual purpose, your spiritual path is the most important thing in this lifetime. It's the most important thing in this lifetime right now, because this is the lifetime that we are dabbling into this frequency. Because in your religious upbringing and spiritual path, whatever that is for you, is the cornerstone of everything that you're trying to build right now in this construction. That is your cornerstone. So keep that in mind. The other card that fell through was separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. So I think this one's literally what it says. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. And I believe that is self-care right there. Sometimes you just need to separate from people. You need to just I need to go over here and replenish my battery for like a few days. Okay, I'll come back when I am ready and ripe for the picking. You know? And separation is another self-care card. Okay, I don't care what the person or the people might not like it, but it ain't about them. It's about you and your care. Okay? Nobody cares for yourself better than yourself. Did I say that right? I want to pull another one. Or see what comes out. Unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Okay. Now we're talking about these love cards when it comes to yourself. So, some of y'all, it's taking me to this for some reason. That self-sabotage, it could be a hint of insecurity within you, okay? There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Unrequited love. Some of y'all really need to love yourself a whole lot more. Like a whole lot more. You cannot start this new journey with the world and all this self-work stuff and this meeting your blessings if you don't love yourself. You can't. Those blessings will go whoosh, fly right past you. Because if you don't love yourself, then you don't think you're worthy. You're not going to feel worthy to even accept these things that are coming to you. So you need more love. Okay? Get more connected with what sparks you. Or get more connected to the unknown when it comes to your higher power. Something that's higher than you. Okay? It's whatever it is for you, really. I mean, if you're an atheist, okay. I don't know what to say to that. Okay. But then that means you're gonna have to be your own champ, okay? Having a higher power, there's nothing wrong with that. It's something to help you when you don't feel you're good enough for anything. You can lean on, not use it as a crutch or anything like that. No, it's just a fucking lean on, man, because sometimes the weight of the world and your own weight that you put on yourself is a lot. That's what drives people into depression or kill themselves when they really just need to lean on someone. And sometimes other people don't help. So, what do you lean on? Spirit, the universe, God, whatever deity or whatever, you know? I feel like that's what religion or a spiritual practice, all that stuff is there for. Because us humans are fucking stupid. I take that back. But we are some complicated things. And this stuff came along at some point in this infinite life to guide us. Whether it's real or not, it's here to help and to guide and to encourage and to uplift and to make us feel to just make us feel so, I can't think of the word, I'm sorry. It's like I felt it in my throat and then it just went bloop because I looked at the candle. It's just here to uplift us, to make us feel more than what we make ourselves feel on a daily. So take whatever practice you're in and take it in and make it the cornerstone of your foundation, and you will see how everything around you will just stack up beautifully, because where that cornerstone lies and how strong that cornerstone is when it comes to your spiritual work, I feel, or whatever you want to label your cornerstone, it's definitely going to come from the heart, okay? Our heart is our cornerstone of our body. So replace that with whatever it is that's clearly what you're working on and what you're trying to create, which is this. And just build it. Put it there, believe it, see it, feel it, and let it just be your guide. You cannot go wrong with that. You can't go wrong with that. One more. Children. Your love life is being affected by children. Okay? Some of you might have children. And the love you have for yourself, because remember, these cards are loving for yourself. Might be affected by children. Now, I just got a deep message when it came to this and this unrequited love thing. I'm trying to pull this reading back to self-love, but it's wanting me to have it be something external with this unrequited love and now children and the separation from your partner kind of thing. All of it, I still want to bring it back to the self. Separation. Yes, you need to separate yourself from people for self-care. Because people are draining. Life is draining. So you need to separate for a moment. Take a break. Separate. Gather yourself again and then come back. Unrequited love. Some of you need to love yourself more. And now the children, you need to love yourself for your children, man. Because if you're busy not really caring about yourself or not really like finding the joy and love and blessings that are within you, your child's not going to see it within them. Children look at their parents at a very young age, and that's what they build from. If they don't see that you love yourself, they won't know how to love themselves or even to love you. So this goes deeper, and now I see the severity of this reading, that some of you do have children, is that you are in a new world and you're really trying to have this kind of foundation, which is so sturdy, so long term. That's why I said it goes beyond this lifetime. It goes beyond this generation or your child's generation and their children. It's like building a legacy? Is that right? Where it's like a lineage? I don't know. It's not coming to me, but I hope you guys know what I'm talking about. It's reaching out into the lives of your family. It's like your family and the roots, and it's just going. It's like becoming filthy rich, investing your money, and now your children are going to be rich, are still going to be rich, you know? It's like you're going to be rich, your child's going to be rich, and their kids and your kids. It's all within the family bloodline kind of thing. It's deep. It's concrete. Your kids will be born into money. Like, I just say that because it's Pentacles. They are about money, stability, structure, foundation, something sturdy, strong, withstand anything. I mean, look at the walls behind this man. They will be up for a long time. Like those Greek temples, they're just still up. Chipping away because of just thousands and thousands of years, but still up. A whole lot of love down even to this card. Inner light. I'm going to read this one more time just so you guys can remember what this was. If I can find the book. Number 9, I don't know what number 9 means in Numerology. So, light within. You are awakening to your inner light and opening to new levels of spiritual understanding and awareness. Guides and teachers are working with you to assist in the awakening. Support is coming in the human form as well. Those who are now, what do I say now? Those who are knowledgeable and experienced will be there to offer their support as needed. As needed. The main color of green in the card shows that to know our own inner light is to know our own heart. Enjoy the experience, stay connected, and the rest will happen naturally. A whole lot of love, but this love expands just for self-love. By self-loving yourself, you are, for the people who are having children, will teach them self-love. But you have to know who you are. The Hermit. You have to follow your light and align yourself to receive blessings. And you have to believe that you are able to have those blessings, able to accept them without guilt. That's all. That is all I have. Okay. 1 second. I have to get something. So I have this book that somebody I used to know, got for me. It's a moon journal, and it gives you, look at that. Well, we're not in Leo, but this is the new moon in Leo. Let me see if I can find a full moon in Leo. Okay, the moon sign, Leo. Be creative, play and have fun, find opportunities to be the center of attention, dance, sing, draw. These are just like keywords. And I'm trying to find. And tomorrow's Thursday, which is Jupiter Day. Jupiter, as personified by Thor, represents expansion, abundance, and gratitude. This is the day to connect with concept of plenty, growth, and appreciation. Look for clues that you live in an abundant world. Circulate and meet new people. Consider your next expansion. What are your goals? Create a high feeling of gratitude within yourself. This vibration attracts luck. Today is a great day for uplifting exercise, having fun, and making a big impact at work. Think of this as your belly flop day. Take the leap, make a splash, and have fun. That's just the meaning for Thursday. Now, connecting that with the new moon, why do I keep saying new moon? Full moon in Leo, with that creative expression. It's actually, it pairs very well. And then it says, start the day with 7 minutes of meditation. Now write down 5 items on a gratitude list. This practice of gratitude reminds you of your abundance and supports your future expansion. Tomorrow is a day of or I should say today, because it's 12, or it's probably 1 o'clock now. Today is a day of expansion on the Leo, full moon in Leo. Hold on, I'm trying to find. With the full moon in Leo, you get a boost of joyful energy. Remember that. Oh no, because we're not in Aquarius. Okay, sorry. This is the book that I was using for last year. I don't know. Bring it a little bit closer by making it feel playful and light. Be inventive as you create and express your vision of the world you'd like to live in. Make some kind of art or throw a party. Have fun with it. I said to wait until the weekend to have fun because the energy right now might get a little ahead of yourself. Sorry, I'm reading the stuff I wrote. I gotta get back to that. Okay, so guys, that's all I have. I know the reading got a little like, love yourself, but for real, love yourself. Okay? And, apparently this full moon in Leo is the best time to express the love you have for yourself. So don't hold back. But don't get ahead of yourself and let ego and pride get in the way of your expression. Alright guys, that's all I got. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. Like I said, it's 1 o'clock in the morning, so the full moon in Leo has just started. I mean, the moon looked beautiful tonight, like at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. I was like, wow, it's fucking bright. And it'll be bright on Friday. And then the weekend will still have some residue of the full moon. So, the energy is still going to be there. It's going to be a fun weekend. I hope you guys have a beautiful one. And I hope your rest of your day is great. I hope you get some beautiful sleep. I have been drinking my lucid dream tea. So, like I said, heed your dreams, man. Heed your dreams. Hopefully I have some dreams tonight. And then tomorrow, if I remember, we'll write it down. Because sometimes I don't remember all the time. It's so cold. Whatever. It's gonna do its job. Alright. Again, thank you for being here on this thing. Look, we almost burned down the whole candle. Look at that. It's just a little speck left. I'm gonna let this continue burning all the way down. I'm burning this, like I said, for protection, for clarity, for a clean slate mainly, and along with that sage, this is a time to start fresh. How do you want to express yourself? Do it with love, man. There's a whole lot of love, and take time out from either your actual partner, people, not your children, unless you can. Sometimes parents need a break from their kids, especially single parents. I don't know how y'all do it. I have been nonstop for 2 years. How do you guys do it? I give all my single parents mad props. But yeah, it's gonna be a great, from this point on, it's gonna be amazing. And that's all you gotta keep telling yourself. It's gonna be amazing. I am worth it. I love myself. And I'm gonna show how I love myself to myself. Alright guys, I gotta go to sleep. I'm talking. Happy full moon in Leo. Take it easy. Until the next one. Good night, sweet dreams. Bye.